going to show you guys quick and easy trap kind of doodad. It's called a bucket trap. Use these mainly for raccoons, possums, anything that can climb up in a tree and is going to get curious as to something up inside a little cavern. What you're going to need is a square bucket with lid, permanent marker, speed square, and tape measure. Drill with a 5/16 bit. Doesn't really matter the size of the bit, but kind of helps being 5/16. A hacksaw, a 220 conibear. Does not matter what kind. I'm using a bridger right here, just out of, that's my personal preference. And we're also going to need some like 16 gauge wire. So, alright, first thing I want to mention is always check your hunting and trapping laws. They change pretty much every year. There's always some little itty bitty detail that changes. So always check. The plans that I'm going to show you guys for this trap are all inside here. They are all to state regulations for hunting, for trapping state land. So if you really want the designs, if you really are interested in this and you want a better visual, just look in here. It tells you measurements and what is legal to use. So out of this book it says right here. Now this is used with a different style trap, but it first says that the slot has to be a minimum of 8 inches long. So we're going to take our bucket, since it's got that little knob there, that's going to be my center line. I'm going to take my speed square. I'm just going to mark a general center line that's going to be pretty much where I'm going to follow from here on out. So, alright, so that's at 6 inches. Take my tape measure. Go from the top. Come down to about right here. Now it does look kind of daunting that, that's a lot of space for the trap. The jaws on a 220 are 7.5 inches closed. So that is more than enough room for it to go. And then I'm going to make the slot for it. Let's make it 1/2 inch. So from there, take your speed square again. Kind of eyeball it, because as you can see, that doesn't exactly touch. So I'm kind of going off the seat of my pants here. Just mark right down where you're going to cut. A little bit bigger than 1/2 inch, but we're not going for quality, we're going for usability. So there's going to be one of these slots on each side of the trap. So, gotta try and get this cut out and alright, as you can see, you got those sawn out. Next, we're going to put a hole on either side just behind our slots. And this really does not need to be accurate. I'm literally just popping these in here like so. Alright. Alright. Now, this part, completely done. Or well, almost done. The next thing is going to be the lid. And in the book, it says the opening can only be 6 inches from bottom to top. So, I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to mark out. This one I'm not gonna, since there's enough room for the springs to move, I'm just gonna cut out inside here so that it latches on still and probably less of a pain. So I'll mark it right here. I'm gonna mark it right here. And I'm cutting out from here all in here. Alright? Pretty simple. Not rocket science at all. So, alright, get to it. So, we've got our bucket lid cut out, and with those holes that we drilled, just wired in the 220. Real simple. So when it's all closed up, here, show you with jaws open too. And before anyone else asks, yes, this way is a little harder, but it's just as effective as doing the state land way. So don't get discouraged if you feel that this is just going to be too difficult. Alright, so there's that. Shove that dude down right like that. Take our lid. Put it on there just like that. From there you just flip the dogs up. And it's set. Now, obviously, nothing's just going to go in here without a little incentive. You can use fish oil, you can make your own paste, you can use stuff from F&T, stuff like that. But what kind of helps is before you got this all set up, and the springs are all done, what you can do is you can take a sardine can. You drill 2 holes on the back, take the lid off the sardine can, and wire it into this with the sardines, the open side up against the back, so all the oil just drains out, but none of the sardines and that get out. For state regulations, this here is done. I could literally go to any of the state recreation areas right now, since this trap is tagged. I can literally just walk up, set this on the ground with whatever bait I choose, and go from there. Since I'm on private land with a lot more dogs and cats and all that, I wanted to deter from them getting in here, so on the bottom, right along the corners, right here and right here, I drilled holes, and this is where the wire comes in again. You just feed it through and kind of use that as your anchor on the tree. That will hold it up, no problem. If you want to have a little extra insurance, you can get an eye screw and a quick link and put it on the end of this. So, and that's basically it, guys. It's not rocket science. These are real cheap, and the buckets you can usually get, in the trash or for like $2 a piece. The only thing you're actually investing in is the trap, because if I remember right, this one here is, I think last I checked, Duke 220s went for like $5 a pop. I could be wrong on that, but just off the top of my head, that's about the price of one. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, share.